世界小姐的每次加冕都是新篇章的开始，这意味着她的关注点从选美转移到针对全球最贫困地区的援助项目。46年以来，帮助他人一直是该组织的主要目标。世界小姐做了很多，从危机时刻的雪中送炭，到各种援助项目的建立，在海地提供新鲜的饮用水。麻风病项目、非洲的饥饿援助项目、南美洲的恶劣手术资助项目，援助项目之广泛，十分令人惊叹。这是一个不为人知的故事，是褪去盛装冠冕之后的故事。它讲述了各国佳丽如何卷起袖子，准备参与美丽心智。
We've come over here to reach out to the remotest areas possible in the Amazon because it's important to spread the word amongst these communities who do not have access to that much of information. It's a really crowded place, but it has 20% of leprosy cases in Brazil. We're here to support APAE, which is an association that works with kids with Down syndrome. They have so much potential, but they need more areas of learning. It would be wonderful if the government could extend their support to build another floor so that there's more space.
美丽心智团队再次起航，这次前往的是新西兰。他们来这里视察世界小姐4年前资助过的一个项目。
We're here to check out Miss World New Zealand 2015 different project about Learn Coach. And Learn Coach basically really helps New Zealand students get a better grip on their study. And it's really interesting, and I'm so excited to share it with everyone. When everyone gets here, some of the Indigenous people from New Zealand are going to do a haka popuri, which is basically a welcoming dance.
It's about seeing whether you come in peace or whether you come in war. So obviously we're coming in peace. I'm going to have to walk forward with these tribal warriors, and hopefully it all goes well. That was the haka, that was their welcome and their peace offering. We're so honoured to have seen it today. Something very special indeed.
Together, eyes open.
看过战舞之后，团队马上开始展开媒体宣传。首先，要从当地电视台五彩牌的直播访谈开始。
The topic of today is going to be beauty with a purpose. So a lot of people in New Zealand don't know much about it, so Manushi is here to teach us all.
We're about to have our interview here at Maori TV, and we're going to be talking about beauty with a purpose and our projects here in New Zealand, so it's going to be really good.
Kia ora. This December, Māori Television's very own Jessica Tyson will represent New Zealand at Miss World in China. Miss World is a multi-million-dollar business that attracts 1 billion viewers each year. For the very first time in history, 2 Miss World heavyweights are here in Aotearoa. They landed just this morning, and so it's a great privilege to welcome the reigning champion Manushi of India and her predecessor Stephanie Del Valle. Pageants like Miss World are often criticised for objectifying women. What do you say to people who do criticise this?
Well, I think half knowledge is dangerous. So for people who actually know about pageants would realize that it's actually empowering women. I mean, we're all young girls and we're getting an opportunity to do something big.
Yeah.
And that's empowering for us. We feel more confident about ourselves. We learn so much. A group of women can't empower by putting another group of women down. I mean, that doesn't make sense.
Not at all.
But there's so much more to it. It's about the journey. It's about, you know, being in a competition with different girls, being in a healthy competition, learning so much, overcoming your fears, your insecurities, being on a stage, the kind of confidence you gain.
Miss World is more than just a beauty pageant,
Yeah,
isn't
of
that
course.
right?
Yeah. Every single year, it's approximately 120 girls that come to compete, and each girl has a project. So the Miss World organization is clearly a platform for all these young women in their countries to have the opportunity to make a change, to make a difference, and better the lives of so many people.
We thank you so much for joining us. Keep it real, keep it native.
今晚美丽心智出席了欢迎宴。
Well, good evening, everybody. And for those of you who are new to New Zealand, kia ora. I'd like to particularly acknowledge Beauty with a Purpose, what you've been doing over the years, and some of the great charities that you've given to.
他们还有幸见到了一位传奇人物黛布拉·兰比博士。
In New Zealand, we're so grateful for the support that we've received from Miss World for the work that we do in New Zealand, and for me personally for the work that we do at Learn Coach. And with the support of Miss World and Beauty with a Purpose, we have been able to help over 200,000 New Zealand secondary school students.
For more than 200,000 children that you're working for, giving them this opportunity to be able to learn, which is again free of cost, I think that they will be able to realize their dreams, and there is no better feeling in this world when you're able to make your dreams come true.
We're really excited to have the opportunity for you to show New Zealand what Miss World is really all about. And for us who have been involved with Miss World, we know that the heart and soul of Miss World is really beauty with a purpose and giving back. And that's what Miss World is really about.
2015年，黛波拉带着一个足以永远改变新西兰教育的独特项目来到世界小姐。一切要从这段演讲开始。
Failure. It's not a word that any student or parent wants to hear. It's right up there with other words like expelled or head lice. But in New Zealand schools, failure is everywhere. 1 in 10 students fail everything, while more than half of students fail to get university entrance.
When I grow up, I'd like to be an author, a prime minister, a dinosaur scientist.
All around the world, children have big dreams. But the harsh reality is that here in New Zealand, 1 in 10 children will not finish school. They leave with few future prospects and without the skills they need to make their dreams happen. All children should have a chance to succeed, regardless of the country they were born in or the type of education their family can afford.
2012年，黛博拉和她现在的丈夫大卫·卡梅伦，不是英国的前首相，两人决定要让学习简单易懂。
I saw in my own school students that were younger than me that were really struggling, and so I used to help these students one-on-one after school in my own time. And then from that I was like, how can I help more students? So I made the tutorials and put them online and was like, maybe I can help instead of one-on-one, maybe I can help 10 students. And then from that it really grew and grew and grew.
简单来说是这样的，杰拉德正在备考 NCEA， 想要取得好成绩。 问题是，杰拉德觉得学习很无聊，而且时常感到吃力。这时，学习教练可以帮他。杰拉德可以在网站上注册，免费观看 NCEA 课程，这能让杰拉德在最短的时间内了解考试实际上需要掌握的知识。
When I was a medical student, I met so many children who had to have a lot of time off school because they were really sick. And one particular boy that I met had cystic fibrosis, and this meant that he was off school for 2 weeks at a time, like many weeks in a year, and would have up to 6 months off school in a year. And you just can't get the education that you need if you're always off school sick. And so that's where Learn Coach really started, after meeting these children who couldn't be at school because they were unwell, and we thought there has to be a better way for children who don't have access to school or a normal school the chance to have an education. How did Learn Coach help?
Learn Coach saved my life.
My dad seen my report card. He had the biggest smile.
I got my first achieved grade in maths.
Maybe I'll try for university after all.
I can remember when I was little being at school, and at the start of the year my teacher came in and he said, I don't like you and you don't like me, so let's just get on with it. And that kind of attitude that we sometimes see in teachers is so destructive to young children and to learning itself. So that's why at Learn Coach we've got something different and something that has a different approach that we believe is really working and is changing people's lives.
You know it works when a lot of students rave about it and not just teachers.
And I have to say a lot of my friends also use it. They always ask me how do you do so well, and I'm always just it's from Learn Coach, it helped me. Because last year I know in physics in the common test, like, so before our exams, I was getting not achieved, and then afterwards I was getting like excellence. Like, it was actually like really helped me.
So in New Zealand we have those 185,000 students who are in school, but we also sadly have students who are out of school or who can't attend school, who are sick or who live in a rural area, and Learn Coach has been able to benefit those students as well, because all you need is an internet connection and a computer, and then school comes to you. It's a classroom without walls.
毫无疑问，学习教练是绝佳的教育资源。不过，更加值得赞叹的是，他还能够自己维持经济来源，因为视频都上传到了网上。
And once they're there, they make advertising money. So this maintains the upkeep of the tutorials and pays for the website. So this means the same tutorials can help the thousands of students who are going to be in their final year next year.
And the year after that.
And the year after that.
In fact,
这个项目的效果非常显著。2015年，黛博拉获得了特别表彰，世界小姐组织也同意赞助学习教练。
Learn Coach.
Not only has Julia Morley and the Miss World organisation been supportive, but they also made a donation 2 years ago to the Trust and to Learn Coach, and we were able to use that to make content and make tutorials. So they really helped us to help the students here in New Zealand, and that support meant such a lot.
Hi, everybody.
Today we're here at Pomaria Primary School to see the effects of Learn Coach on children aged 5 to 11, but first we're here to appear on their radio show.
My 88.2 FM, your local school radio station. And today we have 2 Miss Worlds with us, and we're going to give them an interview. We would like you to introduce your name, please.
Hi, I'm Manushi.
I'm Stephanie.
And my name is Barney.
So I don't know if you know, but Manushi's job this year is to travel the world and to help all kinds of charities, all kinds of children all over the world. Is there any kind of charities that you guys like to do?
We don't really do anything.
But you guys help out your community, right? Well, that's already good enough. That's great. It's a great start.
鲍玛丽小学的学生将成为我们的测试对象。通过测试他们，我们可以评估学习教练的成效。
I'm Deborah, and this is David, and we make what we think is a very special online learning platform, and it's called Learn Coach. And so what we'd like to do today is get you going on Learn Coach so that you can see how it works. In the future, when you're a little bit older, you'll be able to use it for your NCEA exams. Does that sound good?
Yes.
Yeah. How many years is it till you'll be doing NCEA?
5.
5 years! Oh my goodness, so you've got lots of time to prepare. So by the time you get there, it'll be super easy, hopefully. And so what we'll do is we'll show you a video, and it's on writing an essay. And the main purpose of essay writing in English is to convince people of your point of view. So shall we get you all going on Learn Coach on the computers?
Yes!
Woo! Let's go.
当孩子们开启学习教练之旅时，黛博拉还向曼努什和斯特芬妮展示了针对大学生的课程。
Not only do we have stuff for secondary school students, we also have for university.
Oh, that's great.
And so we've got here biomed, which is obviously relevant for you, Manushi, because you're travelling and can't study. So here's Biosci 107, which is part of pre-med at Otago University. So you could watch this and you could learn all about like the cell structure, osmosis, intonicity, connective tissue, human tissues, human diseases, muscle physiology.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Okay, I really need this now.
Yeah.
Because I'm not studying at all because of my 1 year.
Yeah, because you're taking time off.
And I need to study.
Yeah.
This is so convenient, like when you're traveling.
I know. And because that's the idea. It's like kids or people
you can use it outside.
Yeah. Oh, well, like anyone can use it. It will just be like specific to like our university courses. But like it will still be like.
But like medical science is still the same.
Yeah.
Medical science is medical science.
Yeah. Like all the textbooks I read are from like authors from all over the world.
Yeah.
It's not like Indian authors.
Because that's what we realise is it's like, so people take time off school for lots of reasons. They could be sick and like having treatment and not able to attend school, or they could be like an athlete, or like you, like Miss World, and having to travel around, or like the other thing that we're thinking about is people who are like adults who've missed out on school and are like in prison or like at refugee camps and who can't like access education. Like all people need is a computer to do this, and it's like making it more accessible.
网上课程让学习变得有趣，学生们都能够轻松理解。尽管课程是针对年龄更大的孩子，他们的进步却很明显。
So this is a video for 15-year-olds. So it's 5 years older than a lot of these students.
I actually feel like this was meant for us because it was so easy to get on and we understood it easily.
If you can't go to school, this is very helpful. The Learn Coach.
I love this.
Did you ever expect Learn Coach to have the impact that it's had on the lives of these young children?
No, if you had told me back in 2012 that thousands or hundreds of thousands of students would use that, I would have been so surprised. When we made it, we just thought that if 10 students benefit from this, then our job would be done. And then when we put the website first up, 10 students did use it and we were like, wow, that's great. And then 50 students used it and we were like, wow, that's amazing, that's working really well. And then before the maths exam, that was about 4 weeks after we initially put the website up, I think there was more than 1,000 students had used it and we were like, that's actually incredible. So we're delighted and still surprised about how big the uptake's been of the website. So at the moment we have more than 150,000 students every year signed up and using our website, which we think is amazing, and there's been more than 1 million tutorials viewed in total since 2012 when we started.
So how many students of that age group are there in New Zealand?
I think there's about 185, 190,000 students.
So about 80% of the students in New Zealand use your program?
Yeah, that's right.
That is astounding.
Yeah. That's what we think. We're just super happy that we've been able to help, and we're really lucky to have had the Miss World organisation help us as well.
该项目在新西兰的成功，使得茱莉亚·莫莉希望其成为一个全球性的项目。目前正计划在多个国家推出学习教练。
Winning the Beauty with a Purpose Award gave Deborah the funding and inspiration she needed to take Learn Coach to the next level. It's now a nationwide platform all across New Zealand, helping kids from schools far and wide, and very soon it will be a global one too.
孩子们很高兴世界小姐能陪伴他们，但有位小伙子想得更长久。在曼努什考虑该怎么应对他的首个求婚者时，团队也要进行下一个重要项目。 为奥克兰的麦当劳叔叔之家的患病儿童家属准备餐点。
Here in New Zealand, we've got houses in Auckland, Wellington and Christchurch, and we serve families whose children are away from home who are going through a medical journey. So we look after the families while the children are up in the hospital behind us. And last year we served more than 3,700 families and accommodated them for about 42,000 nights of accommodation, all for free.
多年来，世界小姐一直将这项慈善当成他们美丽心智的固定项目。
We had a basketball court here, but it was just a net. We decided it'd be a great place to sink a basketball court. Turned out that at Miss World New Zealand, they wanted to be partnered with us to make it happen. So the ladies from Miss World raised about $60,000, and these girls have done a fantastic job.
RMHC 依靠一群志愿者以不同的方式捐赠他们的时间。今晚，团队将与世界小姐的项目主管罗斯福格一起为120名住户做饭。
I'm asking her to do the salad. Mix of what is potato, spinach, baby spinach, and then beetroot and cottage cheese. That's it. That's all she does.
I'm currently on the chicken. I'm preparing the trays with the drumsticks so that we can put them in the oven and get them cooking as soon as possible.
Barney's having trouble opening his bag of chicken, and Manushi's just tossing salad while I'm here for 8 pumpkins deep. You know,
Steph, what are you doing cutting a pumpkin?
Well, it's quite a workout, and this is really you need a lot of muscle to do this, which I don't have.
Yeah, you don't have to go to the gym anymore.
Nope, just cut the pumpkin.
When you look at the facts, I've marinated the chicken drumsticks. I've put them in the oven. What she's doing, she's cutting pumpkins over there. She's a sous chef at best. I'm the real deal.
I think Manushi isn't getting a chance to show her skills because I've been told she's a great cook. But, you know, anyone can toss salad.
Is there anything else I can do in the meantime?
Your next job is to help them do the dumpling.
Okay, bring me over.
Okay, yeah, there you are.
当我开始下一项挑战时，姑娘们玩起了王冠，其他人则担心不能准时做好晚餐。
Make sure that everything is right, okay?
Manushi, it seems like you've been on the salad for an hour now. Is this as far as you've got?
No, I've actually finished that one.
Oh, you finished that one?
Yeah, I'm on the second one.
Okay, should we give this one a little taste test?
Yes.
Okay.
How is it?
It's not bad.
Not bad?
Not bad. Not bad.
Rose, you said it was perfect.
Yeah, it was perfect for a while, but when
准备了一下午的食物，团队终于准备好迎接饥饿的客人们了。
We got a big line. So
Chicken?
Yeah, please, thank you.
We're now serving the food that we prepared. I myself cooked the chicken.
I've got the vegetables, and Manushi over there, she's serving her salad.
So not plenty of people turn on the salad because everyone moves on to the brownies, right? You put them at the wrong table.
How many would you like? 2 or 3?
Just one day.
It's all coming along well. Everyone's eating and we're like doing the cleaning up already, so it's all happening in the kitchen.
It's a remarkable end to a remarkable day.
很遗憾，这里的旅程结束了。好在我们得知了新西兰的美丽心智项目运作的稳定又可靠。距离登上回家的航班还有3个小时，我们无法拒绝登顶奥克兰天空塔的邀请。新西兰之旅高调结束了，我们仿佛身处世界之巅。
Right now you are standing 192 metres above Auckland City. That's about 630 feet. This platform here is 1.2 metres wide, and we finish the trip right around the other side of the tower. That's where we're finishing, and it's 120 metres right round.
Promoting Manushi's project that had such incredible success in India, and now we're bringing it to South Africa on the most important day, on International Nelson Mandela Day. It just couldn't be more perfect.
And we have news just in, guys, because the first 2 sanitary pads have been made in South Africa.
Wow, that is incredible.
You must not live in this country without taking a beautiful woman. Let me be chosen for you. Take this one. It must belong to you.
That's something, isn't it? Wow. Amongst all of this celebration, Manushi and the team are just about to be joined by President of South Africa.
Please, this is Julia Morley of Miss World. And
how are you?
Very well, sir. Thank you.
Well, you're getting younger every year.
Same of you. We're very, very proud that the first machine, the ACA first machine, is here.
Watch me rise.